Tesla just announced an all-new, actually really packed spring update that is even better than what rumors suggested. Let me tell you what the new features are and when they are hitting your Tesla, hopefully very, very soon. Plus, a ton of good news and bad news this week, like Tesla finally announced very unceremoniously full-on FSD unsupervised. Tesla's also removing some of their vehicles from certain markets around the world, causing a lot of confusion, and there is a whole lot of controversy about some changes Tesla made to the referral program. The discounts are gone, and also the new base models. People are really, really upset. I feel like I always say there is a lot of good news and bad news to break down this week, but boy, oh boy, probably a little bit more bad than there is good. Let me tell you about the good news with the spring update, then all the controversy, everything you need to know as a Tesla owner right now. Also want to give a big shout out to my friends at PLAUD for sponsoring this video. Stay tuned to learn how you can save for a limited time. And also I've got a personal story to share on why I love the PLAUD Note and Note Pin so much. Stay tuned for that. All right, so we've got a bunch of controversy to jump into in this video, so let me start really quickly here. I'm going to blitz through these quick to keep you guys sort of informed on a couple of quick updates to the Tesla universe. For starters, I mentioned a couple of days ago, Tesla launched a new version of their black paint color. I believe it is called Diamond Black. It costs an additional $1,500, and from the promo video, it looked very rich and vibrant, and dare I even say a little sparkly, but everyone wanted to know exactly how it looked in the real world and what exactly you were paying nearly $2,000 to get. We've got a little bit of a better answer to that now. Some photos shared over on X from Sawyer Merritt show us a new Model Y in this diamond black color, which from afar looks sort of like your typical black Tesla, and then under light a little bit up close, you can sort of see a little bit more of the vibrance and the richness of this paint. Very akin to that of Ultra Red. It's a very vibrant, sort of sparkly, rich Tesla paint, but only in the right lighting conditions. I think, do you really notice that? Like with direct sunlight, so maybe it looks a lot more vibrant in real life. These are the only two images we've got, so we'll see what happens with that. I also mentioned, if I can find it here, Tesla launched this new mobile connector that is A, more expensive than before, and B, has references to power share capabilities, like the ability to do reverse charging. Didn't exactly know what that meant. We've got a little bit of an insight and update to that, as Tesla, with the new base Cybertruck, which I'll get into in a moment, launched a new mobile charger and outlet adapter that basically includes an adapter in here that lets you both charge your car, and then there's a couple of 120-volt outlets you could plug additional accessories in as well. And the other change I should mention, as we're talking about, a blitz of changes that people aren't going to be happy about, is a recent change to the Tesla referral program. Now, Tesla was giving up to, for a time there, was up to $2,500 off of a Tesla. Then it recently went down to up to $1,000 off a new Tesla. And now Tesla has degraded it even more, as I guess they're just not incentivized to make sales currently, as they're now, let me see if I can get it loaded up here. They're basically only now doing free FSD. So now if you go through someone's referral link, you can get 3 months of full self-driving supervised. Or if you go with solar, you're going to get $400 off. Now, I think it's going to be 3 months on any of these. So no matter which vehicle you go with, you will get 3 months. You've got that solar discount. And then a couple of other interesting changes here. For the person making the referral sale, you used to get $500 of Tesla credit. Now you're only going to be getting $250. So you still get credits. They get free FSD. But the hack here, if you didn't know, is that if you own a Tesla, Tesla is still giving actual cash discounts if you go through the loyalty system, which, let me see if I can pull that up real quick to show you guys if you haven't seen this. I had to do a little digging to find this because I couldn't even go to it. If you go inside the Tesla app, you go to the Refer and Earn tab. If you go under Earn, you've got a couple of options here for the refer, for the buyer, and then loyalty. And if you go under loyalty, if you're going to buy another Tesla for yourself, you can't share this. It has to be under your account. They're actually giving you up to $1,000 off. So that still exists for current owners. So you can get $500 off the new Y, $500 off for 3, and then $1,000 off an X, an S, a Cybertruck, and then the same $400 for the solar panel. So if you're an existing Tesla owner, or I guess, well, I'm not going to even go down the road of what you can and can't do with friends, but I'm just going to say, if you're an existing Tesla owner and you want to take advantage of a loyalty discount, you can do that and still get $1,000 off. For everybody else, it's only going to be 3 months of full self-driving supervised, and then you get $250 from making that sale. Now, in terms of other Tesla deals and discounts and incentives going on right now, because the quarter just ended, there's not really anything special going on. As far as I know, there's still the $1,000 down, $300 a month lease special for the Model 3. You can still get unlimited supercharging for life on the Model S and Model X. But besides that, there really are no other special or deals or discounts going on, except for what might have just been found out online. Shout out to Dennis CW, who posted this over on X. This comes from Reddit, where someone did a little digging into Tesla's website and found a very interesting reference. This code on the website that's not live, but there's code in there right now, references that if you get a Model 3 between April 1st and June 30th, you will receive 3 years of free unlimited supercharging. Plus, in addition, you can choose a charging product for home use that could be a wall connector or a mobile connector. So the dates on these seem to be like this is sort of being worked on, and maybe by the time this video goes live, I'll put some text on screen if this is live. But as of right now, it is just some code that's been discovered that we could be seeing for the Model 3. Does it just say Model 3? Yeah, it just says for Model 3 purchase. 3 years of free supercharging and also a charger for your home. So this is not live as of right now, but someone did some sleuthing on the website, and this could be the next promotion, hopefully launching soon. So keep that on your radar if you're looking at the Model 3. All right, and then we must move on to the controversy of the week, because there is a lot of stuff going on right now in the Tesla world, and I've got to say, I mentioned this in a previous video, but I got to reiterate it. I have seen a lot of criticism from even some of Tesla's most loyal fans. That is to the point that I would not be surprised if something was to happen over the next couple of weeks to sort of course correct here, because I think there is a little bit of damage control that needs to be done. First, though, let me sort of rewind a bit and tell you sort of some of the controversy going on. The first is that while the Model Y long range is now out, we still don't have the cheaper model here in North America. And in other countries around the world, you can purchase a rear-wheel drive offering, which is even cheaper. Not here in North America yet, which is odd, because I think Tesla's trying to sort of get as much money as they can. So they're trying to go through the launch edition customers, then the middle tier customers before they go to the lower customers. But we're seeing reports online that in some markets, like in Southern California, you can buy a Model Y, a new one, and take delivery the exact same day, which does not spell very good news for the potential demand that was supposed to be around this car, because there was a lot of rumors that, at least in the beginning, that there was so much demand for Model Y that orders are going to be pushed out for weeks, so you'd have to wait a while to get this. But in some places like Southern California, you can buy it and take delivery same day, which is good for the customer, but not good news for Tesla. So there is some concern that the demand there isn't as good as Tesla had hoped. And then when you couple that with the Cybertruck news of the base trim level, things just get even worse. Because if you missed the news, the summary of that is that Tesla launched a new, cheaper version of the Cybertruck that is a rear-wheel drive offering. And while many sort of knew that, of course, you'd have to make concessions to bring the price down, many believe that for the price difference between the middle tier model and the lower tier model, which is only $10,000, that Tesla has removed way too many things that really hampers this Cybertruck and really makes it a lot worse than it should be. No HEPA filter, no air suspension, no rear light bar, standard bed with no sub-trunk or tonneau cover included, no leather seats, you've got textile seats, you've got no signature lamps, you've got no outlets inside or outside, no L-track bed, you've got no heated seats, no ventilated seats, no rear screen, 7-speaker audio system, no active noise cancellation, lower towing capacity, lower payload. You do have more range, but yeah, for the $10,000 difference, this is not a completely different truck, but it's a very, very different truck than what you'll find at a $10,000 upgrade in terms of price. Also, I just wanted to share a bit of a fun fact. You guys who stick around to the end of my videos know that I love to sort of do Amazon gift card codes and giveaways and sort of reward those of you who stay throughout the video. And by the way, somewhere in the next 2 minutes, there will be an Amazon gift card code on screen, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But while some of you guys are regulars, I think the person that can't be beat who watches all my videos is my dad. I'll put a picture up on screen. My dad not only is someone who always watches my videos and is enthused about things just because he knows I'm interested in them, but he is an amazing father, an amazing man, definitely the strongest person I know, who's amazing for so many ways. But over the last year or so, he's had some health issues that have been made even bigger by the fact that he's on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast, and it's just really hard to try to sometimes figure out exactly what's going on, especially when someone's trying to be their own patient and their own advocate. They can't keep notes and tabs on everything going on, which can just sort of make telephone calls and things confusing, which is why my family, and I can tell you from personal experience, had a life-changing opportunity and life-changing experience with this PLAUD note recorder. And if that name sounds familiar, that's because it is. A couple of weeks ago, I showed off both the PLAUD note and the PLAUD note pin. They're amazingly sleek and very powerful devices that are great for a number of things. They're a wonderful way to automatically and sort of seamlessly record conversations without you having to think about them. Think lectures, think conference calls, business meetings. Basically, you press one button. This is going to record everything on the device so you can still use your phone or laptop. You don't have to mess with any of that stuff. And then you can even harness the power of AI to get generated summaries. You can get a transcript. You can get a mind map. There are so many things it can do. But to sort of pull back the curtain a bit and tell you my personal experience, the reason I reached out to PLAUD and the reason I'm partnering with them again for this video is because of the personal experience my family had with the PLAUD pin and mainly the PLAUD, as it was a total game changer for the last year of our lives with all the health stuff my dad had going on. It's HIPAA compliant, so you're able to sort of use this within your sort of medical journey if you decide to do that, because everything is sort of safely and securely stored on the device. And here are a couple of personal reasons why it was such a big deal for my family. Number one is when my dad and my mom were going to doctor's appointments, I didn't want to have to tell them how to fumble with apps and recordings and make sure you do this or that. They wanted something super easy, but also super discreet. And this is very, very discreet. You just press one button, it's going to record everything. There's no screen, there's no timer, there's nothing to mess with. And this had one simple job. That was to record. So my dad could still use his phone and reference notes and things like that. PLAUD was always recording, and it was 100% reliable every single time. The bigger deal than that, though, was not only was this just an amazing recorder to have to record that conversation so you could reference it later, but it was really the smarts of it that were super useful for me. So one of the nice things, obviously, is that you can pair it with the app and you can get a full-on transcript on exactly what was said, which was really, really helpful because I was able to go back and read the entire transcript. And also, if you choose to use AI, you can get AI-powered summaries that sort of summarize the conversation. You're even able to ask the AI, and you can do mind maps, which is extremely useful for information like this. And my thing was I was always able to go in, look at the AI-generated summary, see sort of the bullet points and the key points, and then if I wanted to, I could dive into the transcript to see the full-on conversation, which was incredible. So my dad, all he had to do was record on this. It would automatically sync to his phone, so he didn't have to think about it. I was able to log into the web interface from the other side of the country and then be able to see all those conversations and look at the transcripts and things like that. I even had the ability from the app or on the web to share certain snippets of the conversation or just the summaries, the transcript with other family members as well. And look, I love sharing fancy B-roll. I love doing cool things and exciting things in the videos, but I just wanted to take a moment to speak from the heart and tell you my own experience with what PLAUD is doing, the app, the company. Everything is incredibly easy to use. The AI smarts are incredible. You've got encryption, by the way, if you use the AI systems as well. And of course, again, everything is recorded locally here on the device, and then you can choose to bring it on your phone and things like that. So you've got that HIPAA compliance. It is absolutely amazing. Sorry, not trying to be somber, just a very serious topic, but made so much better and really transformed with PLAUD. So my family loves it. I absolutely love PLAUD. I know you guys are going to love it as well. And right now, for a limited time, they've got a 10% off savings sale you can take advantage of. I'll put the link and all that information down below. Again, a big thanks to you guys for watching this video. A big thanks to PLAUD for partnering with me on this video. I have nothing else but good things to say. So please, I suggest you check it out at the link down below. It's got my strongest recommendation. And I think from what I've seen, the controversy surrounding this vehicle is sort of two-factored here. I think that people really aren't upset with what the features are that are missing, but they're upset with how little you're saving, all things considered, with the features that are being removed. So for example, if instead of around $60,000 with the tax credit, this was down to $50,000 or $45,000, oh, okay, I get it. You got to remove the vegan leather interior. You got to remove this. You got to remove that. I totally get it. You're still getting a lot of truck for the money. But many think that, okay, for $10,000 difference, Tesla is removing a bunch of stuff from the truck, so much so that it kind of seems like they're making it bad on purpose, just so people will go with the middle tier dual motor offering because you are missing so much. I'm not saying that is what's being done on purpose, but I will show you here if I can find it. The memes now circulating and the jokes being had at Tesla's expense are pretty funny. People are talking about sort of this being the new back of the rear-wheel drive Cybertruck. People are talking about this being the new base level interior of Tesla's. A lot of fun being had at Tesla's expense. And again, I think that a lot of people are drawing some pretty valid criticisms. And yes, I agree with a lot of your comments where, hey, if you don't want to buy it, don't complain. I totally get that. But I will also say, you know, you're $62,000 with the tax credit. If we look at the actual numbers here of this truck and we take away the tax credit here, there is a $10,000 difference here between the long range and the all-wheel drive. And if you exclude the tax credit, you're looking at a difference of $70,000 versus $80,000. And there really is a lot missing. A lot. To save $10,000. This might be one of the cases where it would just, my recommendation would be just to wait a little bit longer, save more money, whatever you got to do, because the difference between that base Cybertruck and the middle tier is a lot. And I know that there are a lot of comparisons being made with other vehicles, but yeah, just a lot of people upset about this base Cybertruck. Please let me know your thoughts on that down below, because people are not happy. Not at all. Couple other interesting stories I want to mention. In certain markets, Tesla has begun removing the Model S and Model X to be able to be purchased. Now, there is a lot of hope, and I see a lot of comments from you guys waiting for the refresh news. And yes, Tesla's confirmed a Model S and Model X refresh are coming this year. More details to that, or more details on that to come in a future video, probably the next one coming up after this. But it might not be that just yet. Many are saying that the whole tariff situation, because these vehicles are made in the U.S., in California, that might be why they are stopping the sale of those in other countries. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is. Hopefully this is indicative of a refresh, but I don't know just yet. But something to keep on your radar. And then also, Tesla has very unceremoniously launched full self-driving unsupervised. Right now, it's only happening at Tesla's factories. We had seen it before at the Fremont factory, but it didn't seem like that big of a deal. But now over at Giga Texas, these vehicles are now driving themselves off the factory floor to sort of their distribution centers, at least like on the premises to be shipped off. And they're actually like interacting with real world traffic, and they're driving in a lot more of a live environment, for lack of a better term. And it does look a lot more impressive. So this seems to sort of be the precursor for the real full self-driving unsupervised that'll be launching in June with the Cybercab over in Austin. But for now, it looks like Tesla's sort of doing their final testing. And what better way to test unsupervised driving than with brand new vehicles that need to get from point A to point B on Tesla's sort of private property factory grounds. So full self-driving unsupervised now launched in California and Texas at the factories. And hopefully it's going to launch to the general public in a couple of weeks in June with the official launch of the Cybercab service. And then finally, let's wrap things up on a very, very exciting note that is not at all bad and talk about the Tesla Spring update. There was a lot of confusion on whether or not this is going to happen, but it is happening. And when we get these updates rolling out, I will do a full video walking you through all the new features because there's a bunch of cool stuff. But if you missed the news, let me show you really quickly here in detail what exactly we're getting, because there's a lot here to get excited about. So adaptive headlights are now coming to vehicles that have got this in the US and Canada. Basically, what adaptive headlights is they move the beam of the light to follow where you're going and turning the vehicle and not just sort of going in one fixed direction. There have been rumors for a while that Tesla vehicles have had this built in with their Matrix LED headlight systems, but they haven't been turned on in North America until right now. So that's really cool to see. That'll be able to be turned on. There's a new blind spot camera. This is exciting for the Model S and Model X that actually appears on the driver's display. This has been one of my longest standing criticisms with the S and the X. Not only do they feel like very neglected vehicles, and hopefully we see that change soon, but the driver's display has been very abandoned from Tesla. There's really been no software magic that's been worked on there. It just feels like it's very much an afterthought, and it's really cool to see this blind spot camera now actually use that second display. We have it. It basically is just a speedometer, so it's really nice to see that come for the Model S and Model X. A lot of you guys will be excited about this. Tesla is totally revamping their in-car dash cam system. Hopefully, it should be faster. There's a brand new interface for it that looks like this, which looks a little clunky on the surface, but I think it's going to let you see more vantage points quicker in your car. And then now what Tesla is going to do with this is also enable the B-pillar cameras to be a part of the Sentry Mode recordings. If you didn't know, your Teslas have these B-pillar side cameras that are typically only being used for autopilot and full self-driving. And I think there was a way to maybe see them before. I know you could see them in the service mode, but now they're actually going to be used for recording for Sentry Mode and dash cam. And given all the Tesla vandalism's going on, probably not a bad idea to have that turned on. So that'll be nice to see. There's going to be some new trip planning improvements built in for showing you a faster, quicker route, best amenities along the way, fewer stops, so you can really better sort of customize your driving experience from within the vehicle. You also are now going to have a comfort drive mode in Cybertruck on autopilot, or comfort drive mode in autopilot for Cybertruck, lane departure avoidance for Cybertruck as well. This one is cool. The ability to save a trunk-based height via location. Funny enough, I was just spending some time with the all-new Model Y, and I'll have a video coming up on that soon, and I was talking about secret features, and one of the features I was talking about was the ability to save your trunk height manually, that you could actually put the trunk up where you wanted it, press and hold the button, and it would save it. And while in the Model X, that actually worked on a geo based location. So like it would vary actually by a location to location basis. So if let's say you had a lower hanging like underground parking garage in your office, but at home you had a big garage, you could save the trunk opening. So based off location, it would know how much to go. On the Model Y, it was just sort of a fixed thing. You could only have it one way for everywhere. But now, thanks to this update, it's actually bringing a new feature that'll actually make it vary by location. So that's super cool. So if you've got different height clearance in different places, that'll now be saved by location. I'll show you guys how to turn that on in the forthcoming video. You've got a same thing for the front on the Cybertruck, which is super cool. You've got the ability to avoid highways, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to. Keyboard languages. This one is a big one. Keep accessory power on. Tesla has those 12-volt ports, those cigarette lighter ports in the back of their vehicles, and a lot of accessory makers have used this. One of the most common ones I've seen is the refrigerators that like go in the sub-trunk of the back of the vehicle. Tesla recently, in an update a couple of months ago, turned this off, so when you got out of the car, it would stop the power to this, which sort of made those accessories worthless, but now they're going to be turning it back on, or at least you have the ability now to toggle it on. So if you've got like a refrigerator in your car and you want to have something in there cooling your drinks down while you're out at the beach or whatever, you can now actually have that accessory power turned on. So that's super nice to see. Minor updates include better filtering for media search results, shuffling an entire Apple Music library, easy to scroll through Sirius XM, Amazon Music free account, YouTube Music seeing what's up next, and if your hotspot is enabled, it'll automatically connect to your vehicle once you start driving, so you don't have to reconnect each time. So for those of you who want to sort of circumvent the premium connectivity thing with your hotspot, that should make things a little bit easier. So really cool update. And again, Tesla says it's rolling out now. And they say that, but I haven't seen as of filming anybody who's actually gotten this. So I think over the next couple of weeks, this will be rolling out. As soon as it comes to my vehicles, I'll do a full video walking you through step-by-step how to turn all these on, exactly what they all do. I'll show you what the Model S and X look like. I'll show you Cybertruck stuff. I'll show you Model 3 stuff. All that coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, I think that is it. So guys, please let me know your thoughts down below on the news of the week, the good news, the bad news, the controversy. Please let me know your thoughts down below. Also, before we wrap up the video, I love giving you guys Tesla deals and discounts you should be aware of. Great products that you're going to love for your Tesla. A couple I want to highlight very quickly here. One are some amazing all-weather floor mats for my friends at 3W Liners. They have got amazing all-weather mats. All my Teslas have them. They've got you covered from the 3, the Y, the Cybertruck, Model X, anything. They've got really nicely designed floor mats that are going to give you excellent coverage. They're not going to slip or slide around. They're going to keep any spills or messes contained. They're super easy to clean, very, very durable, and are going to be a great complement to your Tesla. I can save you some money as well. They've got actually not only great Tesla products, but they've got like, I think, liners for like every single car on the market. So if you want to check out the full 3W liners lineup, hit the link down below. They've got you set in some great, my choice at least, great all-weather liners for your Tesla. And also big thanks to Tesla Emblems for their support of the channel as well. Again, I've got a coupon code for this set of products. They've got some really great ways you can customize the charge port of your Tesla. If you want to get a custom key card cover for your Tesla and make it look like you've got access to a Blockbuster card, a little blast from the past, or even Elon's black Amex card, they've got some amazing and really fun, cool, affordable ways you can customize your Tesla. So again, coupon codes for all this stuff and all the links you've got to know about are going to be down below in the description. So again, if you're looking for some fun ways to protect your Tesla, upgrade your Tesla, and do some cool Tesla accessories, check out both Tesla Emblems and 3W liners at the links right down below in the description, along with some coupon codes too. And if you guys stayed to the very end of the video and want a free way to win some Amazon money, I'm doing still some gift card giveaways, and the codes, I've been having fun hiding them in the video. I've hidden a code somewhere in the video, and if you want to find that code, 3 simple things you got to do. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below, and then take a look at the 12-minute mark of the video. Do a little digging in there. Actually, I think I said earlier, if you watched the video, I said where it was. Somewhere in the middle of the video, you will see where the code is. And first come, first serve, first person that sees it, apply on Amazon, get some free money as a little thank you from me to you for watching. So thanks, guys, so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see ya. Ooh, my arm cracked. See ya in the next one.